You know, in a Super Bowl, like, who's going to be the halftime entertainers? And how can I get a seat? How can I? I'm just stunned and just hurting in my soul to hear that there are children and women brought in from other countries or from poor places in the United States for prostitution around the Super Bowl. And I read about these women, and I want to get the title right of one of those because it's really telling. It's the Coalition for Corporate Responsibility for Indiana and Michigan. And they actually worked and started dialoguing with corporations, with Delta Airlines, with the Hilton, with the Hyatt, Hilton and Wyndham. And they actually got them to sign a code of conduct for protection of children from sexual exploitation in travel and tourism. And some of it was basic questions they were asking. Have your employees received training to recognize potential occurrences of human trafficking? Is there a protocol in place for these employees to report? Are managers aware of groups they can call, resources they can call if they suspect this? And their efforts in this not only raised awareness of what's going on, but hopefully, and we hope and pray to God that to avert any of these children and women from prostitution around the Super Bowl. And when I tried to attribute some of this to Sister Attracta Kelly, because she was quoted in this article, she said, "It's not me, it's not me, it's all these other wonderful women religious, of course." But your name was out there. You had a courage to put voice to justice. And I saw that article, and many other people saw that article, so thank you very much for that. And then I started to read a little bit more about Sister Attracta, and learning that, you know, some of these people who are brought here for human trafficking, if they're freed from that hideous bondage that they're in, they're free to what? Now be violators of our immigration laws in the United States. Wow, that once again just set off this tremendous kind of light bulb. Who thinks of these things, Sister Attracta, to help these people? And I had this stirring that just kept growing and growing, that she should be the recipient of the award tonight. And I can attest to, you know, the people that I started sending emails. Look at what else she did. This is what she did. And so in May, my nephew Ryan Gigliotti graduated from Siena Heights University, and I asked if I could meet Sister Attracta, and I had a little agenda. And Sister Barbara was there, and we said a few polite things, and I said, "Well, Sister Attracta, here's this award, and I really think that, you know, do I have your permission to nominate you?" "Oh, no, I couldn't." Silence. I have Sister Attracta Kelly, I have Sister Barbara Kelly, silence. That's two Sister Kellys trumped, you know, that's And I'm thinking, oh my, you know, but what you know, Sister Attracta said, I was taught by the Adrian Dominicans. And they taught me to be, you know, stand firm for what you feel just. So you didn't know I really wasn't going to leave until. Anyway, Sister Attracta said, not for me, but if it's an opportunity to talk about my works and talk about the good works of this congregation, well, yes, yes, God's servant first. Okay, so Sister Attracta, you would be, I'm not sure, but you might be surprised that the question I get most commonly when I tell people about your good works, they ask me, from what part of Ireland is she? So, I thought that would be a good place to start in talking a little bit about you. From what part of Ireland is she? Sister Attracta was born in County Roscommon, west part of Ireland, and her parents were Catherine and John Kelly. And they were from the village of Castlereagh. Did I say that correctly? Okay, great. And her father was a farmer, a tiller of the soil. He had 4 children, 3 girls and a boy. And it occurred to me that he and his wife also made fertile the spiritual soil for their children, and making sure that they planted in this rich soil the seeds of God's love. And wouldn't you know that 3 of the siblings are religious, Sister Attracta and her sister Kitty, is an Ursuline in Dublin, the sisters, yes, and her brother, Father Liam Kelly, is right now in Jacksonville, Florida. And the little story behind this too is that her sister Mary and husband Seamus had 7 kids, enough to share with